Hello everybody, this is Vincent, aka BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Saturday, and we're going to be playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild today. Now normally we would be doing Phoenix Wright today, but I was not feeling up for it. I don't know, I guess I don't feel like shouting all that much. I've just been a little bit tired today. So, yeah, I kind of want to just melt into a game, and actually, come to think of it, one cool thing is that I actually got done with the editing down of the last stream real goddamn early. Like ridiculously. It usually takes me a while of just on-off editing, doing that in order for me to get through it, and I actually got through it fairly well. Mainly due to the fact that the last time not much happened. It was basically just, hey, look, we found the lava area. Cool. Here's a whole bunch of puzzles. That's the end of that. And then we try and get a sword. Today, I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of other things to do. I mean, my main mission for this time around, for sure, is I absolutely want us to try and gun for getting the Master Sword. Okay, let's see what we get this time around. Okay, so standard chest with fruit. There we go. Some more ice arrow. Okay, fine. I was kind of hoping for something better, something cooler, but sure, ice arrow. Trying to think if there's anything I've recently seen in, in just tech news or something. It's been fairly slow on that front. Like, when stuff like, consumer electronics and all that stuff, when that stuff is happening, it's just a smorgasbord of being like, look at all the cool shit happening. And right now, it's just sort of, oh, yeah. Android has been teasing its new OS, which is, Android O, and they're going to be announcing. They've been teasing that they are going to be announcing the new Android OS sometime during, the solar eclipse that's going to be happening soon. Which, by the way, the solar eclipse, boy, I'm sort of wondering if I'm even going to just... Do I care? Do I care enough to actually pay attention to the solar eclipse? I don't think I am. I've gotten really complacent. That's one of those things. It's just like, someone's going to record it, and I'll be able to see it at some point somewhere else. I mean, on top of that, solar eclipse is one of those things that you're not supposed to look at directly, and you would need, special goggles in order to even see it in the first place. And I don't want to buy the special goggles, and other people are going to be recording the solar eclipse. Heck, Google has got this project right now where they're pulling together as many people as possible to record the solar eclipse from all over the world. And they're going to try and get, a full, very high-quality picture, or high-quality video footage of the solar eclipse as it's happening. And I guess that's one of the things. I'm just like, I don't care. It's like, what the hell ever? Though I have heard a lot of people talking about how is the solar eclipse going to affect wildlife and that kind of crap. And I'm just sort of sitting there is it? It really? Is it going to be affecting all that much? I don't think so. Oh, hi! You're a golem. I don't have any bomb arrows. Why don't I own bomb arrows? Indigo, fly. Get the hell out. Let's see. What other things? I mean, yeah, the solar eclipse is, the main thing that everyone's like, oh my god! That is so cool. No, I'm really interested in the Google announcement. Are you kidding me? It's like, oh, what's the new Android OS going to do? Is it, is it just sort of a visual change? Or, what kind of functionality is going to be in it? Oh, well, that's what I want to know. It's like, is my phone going to be able to do new things? Which is funny, because I haven't been excited about stuff like that in such a long time. I finally managed to get the Samsung Galaxy S8, which... Oh, God, speaking of which, I just recently saw this report about the, I think it's the Samsung Galaxy S4. Reports are coming out that the batteries in the Samsung Galaxy S4s have started to really heat up. I'm like, fuck, okay, great. So we've had Samsung Galaxy Note S7s that were exploding, and now the S4s could, that now they're overheating. Great. So, I mean, I have a Samsung Galaxy S8. Does that mean I'm in trouble? You'd like to think that after something as horrendously terrifying as your cell phone's exploding, that you would ramp up the quality assurance and you would make sure that that doesn't happen in your future phones. But now I'm not sure. It's like, should I be worried about that? Anyway, no, but now that there's going to be this brand new version of Android OS, I'm excited about that, because I'm just like, especially since I have the newer hardware, So that means my cell phone can actually upgrade. Because the old one I had the LG G3, and that stopped upgrading a long-ass time ago. I don't think what was it? I think it stopped at Marshmallow. Marshmallow was the highest it got to, and then once Nougat came out, I couldn't get it because they weren't making the OS for my my chipset anymore, which is horse shit, but I understand. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing like what this brand new version of Android is. Apparently, there's been sort of leaked that the O in Android O is that stands for Oreo, and holy piss, that makes a whole lot of sense. Black Bear. Okay, that's uh-oh. I threw my sword. Great. Oh, I think I just... Oh. Oh! That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Great. I saw a news story that was talking about how Monster... You know the guys that make the really expensive HDMI cables? Apparently they've made their own set of headphones, and their headphones have got like a Siri clone in them. Or, you know, something like that. Like an assistant app. Why do my headphones need to have a an assistant? That doesn't make any sense. A music player thing? No, I don't... I mean, okay, if it were some sort of if it were like Bluetooth-esque remote button type stuff, because that you know, that exists. I have a headset that has buttons on it that tie into Bluetooth, and it controls your phone for you. That's fine. Why specifically a smart AI? You know, like, what's the point of that? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't like this move over to having to put an artificial intelligence or, you know, somebody's assistant app into every little piece of technology we have. That's creepy. Like, I don't like that. Maybe it's just the fact that I've been working with tech for a very long period of time, and I feel like I can make decisions, and I can, you know, Google is a handy little tool. It's kind of one of the only things you need if you're technically inclined. It's like, okay, all right, I know how to search for things on the internet. There we go. Good, done. Like, I'm cool with that. I don't need my my Google assistants I just don't need an assistant in general. Oh, the only thing that Thomas does with Siri or AI assistants is make fun of them. Bingo. Exactly. I pull it out, or well, one thing I do is I like to do a whole bunch of the Easter eggs that are built into them. Like, that's fun. But for the sake of fun, I don't use any of the assistants, you know, functionally. It's like, I don't care. I can do all the other things involved with computers and programs by myself. I don't need to worry about that. I think assistants would really help with people that just cannot wrap their head around how to look for things on Google. You know, like your grandmother. Yeah, that's it. That's essentially what I think of when I see those assistant-type applications. Like, it's people who, they absolutely need help when it comes to searching for stuff. Like, that's about it. I guess it's a lot quicker than typing it in, that's for sure. So if people wanted to save some time, they could just say it to Google instead of just typing it into it. And it works very well. I'll give them that. I've tried it before, and it's kind of spooky how well Google Assistant and Siri and apps like that work. Like, they've done a very good job, and it's moved pretty far forward from what I remember assistant applications used to be. You know, the first thing that pops into my brain when I say that is Bonzi Buddy. So, do I play Overwatch? I've wanted to do that. Honestly, I've looked at Overwatch, and I've kind of wanted to play it. One of my biggest issues when it comes to Overwatch or, you know, games similar to it, because I've played Team Fortress 2. I really like playing Team Fortress 2. Mainly I was Scout. And I really feel like Overwatch is just Team Fortress 2, except revamped with brand new mechanics, just and sort of refreshed for a newer era of games, that kind of thing. And I like it. It's got a good feel to it, I'm sure. But the problem is I haven't gotten around to playing it, mainly because it actually has a price point to enter. I don't know. Another reason is that I'm not a gigantic fan when it comes to playing multiplayer games. There's just an environment around it that I'm not a fan of. Maybe it's because I've had some pretty negative experiences with multiplayer in the past, but I don't know. Multiplayer just makes things kind of ugly, especially in the Call of Duty type circles. I probably have a red box near me. I've never liked renting my games. Of course, you know, you're right. I could definitely rent it if I were so inclined. Oh god, that reminds me. I saw a commercial the other day for GameFly. I was like, what? You guys are still around? Seriously? How are you guys still in business? Yeah, I had absolutely no idea that GameFly was even still a thing, and I thought for sure that you know, GameFly was one of those things that it's been gone for so long, or you know, it's just been around for so long, and just the industry has moved away from it. I genuinely thought that was the case, but I guess not. GameFly is still very much a thing. They stopped it and they started it back up. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright. I got it up here. A modest test of strength. A modest one? I've already dealt with a really bad, like, you know, ridiculous test of strength, so... Okay. So... Fighting you. I've already dealt with all your very difficult friends. Whew! Done with that. Drop some cool shields, I guess that's nice. Hello, I'm here to steal your soul. Cool. But we have 3 more to go before we get a heart. I found like a really nice butter zone with my stamina. Like just enough that I really need it, but... I'm here. Oh, a major test of strength. Okay, so we had a minor one and now we have a major one. Hopefully it's not 2 of these bastards. I haven't run into one of these challenges where it's 2 of them. No, okay. Nope, just you. Alright, there goes my sword. That's another reason why I want the Master Sword, so that doesn't happen anymore during battle. Seems like... Oh, yeah, the critical hits kind of stopped working for a second there. Whatever, I got through them. Money, weapons, whole cars. Oh, climbing gear, what? Oh, nice. The ancient technology in this gear will make you a better climber. The special no-slip gloves help you use your energy more efficiently to facilitate nimble... Hell yes! I like that. Climbing gear. It sort of looks like a bro hiker. A little bit. It's just a shirt with a sash around your chest. Have you seen some of the stuff involved with, oh, what was it? Is it graphene? Is that the material? It's like a material that's stronger than steel, molecularly, and they're thinking about making, essentially, a space elevator. And the idea behind the space elevator is so that we can send things into orbit a lot easier without using a whole bunch of jet fuel. Because that's how you have to do it right now. You have to use a crap ton of jet fuel, shoot stuff up to space, and then the satellite floats around for a very long time until eventually it runs out of propulsion to keep itself looping around the Earth, and then it falls back down. Well, in this way, if there was a space elevator, you could shoot stuff up. You don't even need to shoot stuff up there. You can just take things up there and then release them in orbit. Electric path. Ooh, more electrified stuff. People think NASA killed some of their astronauts on purpose. I mean, I don't think so. That sounds like conspiracy, all that stuff. I don't see any particular reason why you would want to intentionally kill astronauts. I'm sure there's a whole lot of cases of accidents happening, and sure, yeah, but I mean that's the reason why they were sending chimps and stuff up to space originally, you know, because they didn't want to send astronauts into an environment where, yeah, they could potentially die horribly. Oh, chef! Damn it! Oh, piss. All right, lesson learned. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, I'm awake. Oh, you think that the whole, like, you think that the whole NASA thing was, like, you know, they saw something that they didn't want them to see? No. That's straight up conspiracy theory type of, a type of atmosphere. Frankly, I don't believe that. It's sort of like how there are people that think that we never landed on the moon. Just being like, what reason would we have to lie about, I mean, you know, to show off to other countries that we were the ones that made it to the moon first. That's a very petty thing, and it'd be a hell of a thing. You know, you might as well just go ahead and go to the moon with the amount of money that they spent and how much work they put into the illusion of going to the moon. They probably just went to the moon. You think the recording was fake, but the landing was real? I don't know. I've seen plenty of these news stories talking about the whole fact that they faked the moon landing and that kind of thing. And I guess I just don't buy into that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm one of those, tiny brain simpletons or whatever the hell, but I just don't immediately assume that there's a controversy involved in everything. You know, that's a whole lot of extra time and effort put into something when you could just as easily just say, yeah, we the moon landing's real, whatever. Did I watch SpongeBob? Oh, very early SpongeBob. Like OG SpongeBob. Like the first version of it. The one that was sort of jankily animated, that one. I'm gonna go in there, march straight up to the manager, look him straight in the eye, lay it on the line, and I can't do this! Actually, funny enough, friend of mine was like really into Invader Zim when that originally came out. And when Invader Zim was canceled, around that same time SpongeBob came out, and I remember he blamed SpongeBob for the entirety of why Invader Zim was canceled. Mainly due to the fact that Nickelodeon looked at, basically their itinerary of stuff and made the decision just, okay, this stuff's creepy. We don't want kids to be watching creepy stuff. We'll get in a lot of trouble. And so, by extension, they decided to get rid of Invader Zim and replaced it with something a little more wholesome. You know, a little bit nicer. To an extent, I can actually agree with them on that one, because that actually makes a whole lot of sense. And I could see Nickelodeon being like, so this show is demented as hell, and also the guy involved with the production of it is not cooperating with us. Let's not work with him. But I didn't, condemn SpongeBob or anything. Like, my friend straight up is just like, no. Like, SpongeBob represents everything that's wrong with Nickelodeon. It's like, oh my god, dude. What was that show about? Invader Zim? Invader Zim was about just a space alien who was tasked with taking over taking over Earth. But unfortunately, he's extremely, what's a good word? Inept. I think that's a good word. He's very inept. And he couldn't actually manage to pull it off. And 9 times out of 10, he just causes some horrible sciencey experiment and some, just some kind of ridiculous chaos. I remember watching it, and I remember being, enjoying it quite a bit. And actually, I don't know if you heard the news, but they are making an Invader Zim made-for-TV movie. So, if you're at all interested in what that was like, I'm sure that when that comes out, it'll be a pretty good example of what the show was like. I know I'm looking forward to it, especially if it's got the exact same work put into it as the Rocko's Modern Life movie. Because the Rocko's Modern Life movie looks very good. Okay, yep. I am cutting my losses. I'm here. I'm done. That's a lot of electricity and terrifying, though. Yep. And I don't know when the Invader Zim made-for-TV movie is coming out or not. The only thing that's out for it is a teaser of the fact that it is happening. So I would recommend looking it up. I think it's on Nickelodeon's YouTube page. The places that I haven't really explored any of this area up here. I'd like to try and go to a place where it's very clearly not open area. Or, a place where it would be difficult to even see shrines in the first place. Oh, and also, what the heck is this? Hello. I haven't seen you before. Actually, I was talking to my brother the other day. He was asking about Breath of the Wild, and I said, it's impressive how even after so long of me playing it, I'm still running into situations where I'm running into new stuff. I'm still in a situation where I'll just walk a direction, and then suddenly I'll see a weird pattern of things on the walls, just being like, oh, that's interesting. Wonder what would happen if I shoot my arrow at it. Oh, that was a puzzle. It actually reminds me of the original philosophy involved with The Legend of Zelda, honestly. There's some interviews with Shigeru Miyamoto and people on the Legend of Zelda team. Now, the original concept behind Legend of Zelda was Shigeru Miyamoto used to go out into the woods, and he used to just go exploring. He would go and he would try to see what he could find out there, and sometimes he would find some fun stuff. Is this another maze? Am I going to be running through another maze? Yep. This is absolutely another maze. Oh, good. Miyamoto liked to collect bugs, so that's how the Pokemon games were made. Yep. It's interesting to see just what the inspiration for all these games were. To you who sets foot here, my blessing awaits you at the labyrinth's end. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that this labyrinth is easier than the last one. Isn't the purpose of a maze to be confusing? I know, but I don't like being confused. Oh, that's how this maze works. Okay. Just circle around. Oh my god, so each one of these is its own separate room, isn't it? So I need to go into each and see if it's the right answer. Right? It seems like... Oh, great. More of you. I found that for most of these mazes, the solution tends to be the one that is the farthest away from your progression. Like, they think ahead, just being like, okay, so what direction would the player be going at this point? This direction? All right, let's block it off and make them go this way. Honestly, the best chance I have when it comes to this maze is just stumbling around randomly and eventually finding the solution. Funny enough, I forget, what was the video I recently saw? I watched an episode of Sid Alpha, I think. There are some substantial things that happen to people that play first-person shooters as opposed to people who play, like, puzzle games and things of that nature. Specific parts of your brain are flexed, I suppose. I think that's basically it. Back through here. Oh, whoa! I figured it out! Seriously, nice. No, but there's actually been a study done on the brains of people who play first-person shooters and things of that nature. And they have found that, like, the part of your brain that works on, like, twitch reflexes, that does get exercised, but when you're only playing those video games and nothing else, it leaves other portions of your brain to rot. Things involved with the problem-solving center of your brain, that kind of thing. Blessing. Is this another one of those hunter things? Because I got 2 hunter things before. Oh, yeah, barbarian. Fuck, yes! Oh, it's so cool. Yeah. I like... Give me your soul, old man. It basically said exactly what we think it was. So, apparently, if you play a whole lot of first-person shooters, the twitch reflex center of your brain does get exercised, but a whole bunch of other portions of the brain are not being exercised. Shock and surprise. Ooh, so you're telling me that if I play a certain thing over and over and over again, I'll get really good at that particular thing? Hogwash. But then they specified that if you were to play more puzzle-type games, then you would have better luck with, just like problem solving, things of that nature. And when you play Dark Souls, your I want to throw everything out the window sense gets exercised. Pretty much, yep. But no, the dumb thing, and the thing that I think Sid Alpha wanted to specify with that, was that he was mentioning that there were a bunch of news sources that were suddenly saying, now there's proof. Oh, so, playing video games does rot your brain. It's like, no. That's not what the study actually said. The study just said it exercises this part of the brain, but is not beneficial to these parts of your brain. You know what the solution is for that? Play different, diverse types of games. That's essentially it. All you have to do is play a bunch of different types, and hey, I do that. I play stuff that's action-oriented, but at the same time, I also play other stuff too. Things involved with puzzles. It's like I've played a whole bunch of Enter the Gungeon, which is just a whole lot of just twitch reflex type stuff. And then on the opposite side of the coin, I also play things like, again, Breath of the Wild. There's a bunch of puzzle things in here. Spirit orbs. You're going to die. You know that, right? Oh, well. I shall grant you the power you seek. Supposedly 12 isn't enough either. But, for derps and giggles, I will test it out and I will see if it actually works. And if it doesn't, then we gotta come up with another place to get the spirit orbs. Those are the types of humans that say that shooters make you a serial killer. Yeah, exactly. Just because somebody just so happens to be real good at Call of Duty. Because, playing a video game is directly in proportionate with actually using a gun, right? Oh, don't I know it? Yeah, I could barely use a bow, let alone a firearm. I've actually done that before. I've tried to use a bow. Bows are difficult to use. Anywho. So here we are. Cross your fingers, people. Dead. Nope. Yeah, when you play GTA, you are now perfect in shooting and hitting everything. Yes. And you are also a tycoon who loves hookers, and you also love beating up hookers and taking your money back, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, this teaches horrible things. Kids are going to go and do all these things. How dare you show them this? Oh, okay, wait, here's a better idea. How about you teach your kids values? Maybe that? You know, don't leave the internet and video games to teach your kids how to live their life or how to think. There's an idea. Actually being a part of your children's future. It's not like every single video game on the face of the planet has got these little things on them that tell you whether or not it's appropriate for your kids. Oh, wait. And yet the news will keep covering those stories because, yeah, it generates a whole lot of views. And a whole lot of people that are just like, oh, controversy. You can see my full path being like, where am I? And then I eventually stumbled onto the correct answer. Actually, all right, now I'm curious. Now I'm really curious. I want to go back to the other mazes. I want to see just how bad I was with them. Oh, that's squiggly. There we go. Yep. That was a whole lot of me being confused. Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah, whew. In relation to that, I was very lucky with this maze. What did I do in the other maze? Pretty much the same thing. Oh, there's some more sunshrooms back. Oh, son of a bitch. So, you mean to tell me that sunshrooms were here the whole time? And I never picked them up? Shit. I think I remember, this is a random aside, but I think I remember there was this one Korok little kid that wanted me to get a picture of one of those weird, like, spirit bunnies. At some point, I need to go to one of those locations, you know, like a fairy fountain or something similar, and go find them. What the hell is that? Okay, that's a lot of purple. Are we heading to, like, Superman's Fortress of Solitude? It's like that. It's the first thing I thought. I don't know. You ever play a video game where, you know, an open world video game where you stumble across an area and you start to think to yourself, is this too endgame for me? Should I not be doing this? Am I prepared for what's about to happen? I'm kind of at that point when it comes to this. Yeah, what am I walking towards? Wow! Dragon? Hi. Who are you? Can we have a chat? You have done well to find your way to this spring. What? You who have overcome numerous trials and obtained the spirit orbs. The one you see before you is an attendant to the Spring of Wisdom. This is Nadra, the blue spirit. Oh, right, this is the Spring of Wisdom. I remember we were talking about that. Shit. This is Nadra, the blue spirit of Lanayru. This servant of the goddess has looked over the spirit of this land for ages, unknown to the world of man. However, the dreaded malice unleashed by Calamity Ganon has possessed its body and reduced it to this state. You who have received the spirit orbs, free Nadra from this malice. Show what your power can achieve. I think I can already oh, God! Oh, that's creepy. Sauron! Alright, that's one. Oh. Okay, you're moving. This feels too endgame. Where are you going, you asshole? So why are you glowing? Can you help me in any way? You have claimed the spirit orbs. Rid the blue spirit Naedra of malice. Show me the power you hold. Do I just need to follow it? Son of a bitch. Come on. Huh. Got it! Stop swerving. Now where are you going? You whore, get back here! Alright, I got him. What? And shoot! I got him! Whoo! Is that it? You done being evil? Done being an asshole? Oh, he's beautiful! He, she, I don't know. What is this thing? Do I have to climb the mountain again? Please tell me I just teleport up there. Oh, no, good. All right. Thanks to your efforts, Naedra, the spirit of Mount Lanayru, has been freed from the grips of an evil power. But a single ceremony remains now. Loose your arrow through the body of Naedra to free the spirit of this region. An arrow through the body? That doesn't seem right. I've done it. I've done it. What now? Oh, there it goes. Oh, interesting. All right. Whoa! What's on the ground now? This is the spirit Naedra's scale. It fell when your arrow struck. It serves as proof of the courage you received from the one who served the spring since ancient times. Come, offer a scale from the blue spirit Naedra to the spring of wisdom. What am I doing? Naedra's scale, sure. Here. Oh, okay, well, that worked. Oh, neat. Ancient doors. I'm not. Oh, goddamn. Of course. All that work, and there's a shrine. Your path has shown itself. Now go forth. Well, I certainly hope this is a blessing. And you're not going to be an asshole to say, hi, it's a trial. Oh, good. Jitan's Sami Shrine. Yep, it's a blessing. So what do we get for helping out a dragon? Frost Spear! Nice. Magical spear forged from ancient ice. I feel like I've had a frost spear before. I had a frost sword. Well, damn it, I want it. Hi there. I'm a glutton for spirit orbs. Help me. Oh, God. Just one. We've only gotten one. And that was a hell of a thing that I had to do just for the sake of me getting one. Bunch of palm trees over here. I remember the first time I ever saw a palm tree. So I don't live in an area that is indigenous to palm trees. So I remember the first time I ever saw palm trees like up close and personal was around the time I took a trip up to San Diego one time. It was the first time I saw them. And it's kind of freaky. Like, you wouldn't think it. It's been like, hey, whatever, it's a palm tree. I've heard about them. I know what they are. But it's like completely different when you've never seen one in real life. Like, if you're not used to being in an area that has palm trees, it's just like, oh, whoa, holy shit. They are real. I've only seen them in books. Oh, it's some guy. What are you doing out here? Random dude. Hi, what are you doing? Hi. Huh? Who are you? Who are you? Me? My name's Moza. I'm trying to perfect my ultimate dish, so I'm training in isolation right now. What's with the smoke signal? Smoke signal? Oh, you mean the smoke? Oh. Classy chef here. This is not a smoke signal. As you can plainly see, I'm in the middle of cooking. It's burning. Badly. I'm burning it? So then you're saying I've messed it up, I see. For some reason, no matter how hard I try to cook something wonderful, it always turns out badly. I thought up this ultimate recipe myself, too. Why is this happening? Teach me a recipe. Oh, I would love to. I don't mind at all. I'm sure you'll be able to cook something really tasty. I mean, probably. I have recipes for a lavish meat dish, an ancient meat dish, and an ultimate survival dish. Which would you like to hear? What is this ultimate survival thing? Sure thing. I'll happily teach you the recipe for my ultimate survival dish. First, you'll have to defeat a monster. After that, just find yourself a cooking pot and toss in tons of monster parts! That does sound gross. In order to survive out in the wild, you've got to be willing to eat anything! That's the idea behind my ultimate survival dish! I may end up with nothing to eat but dubious food, but I won't achieve my goal unless I make some sacrifices. I don't see what's so dubious about using monster parts, though. Even when I use ingredients I'm certain will be perfect, there are lots of times I still mess it up. Cooking is complicated. I've been pretty good up to this point, so I don't know what your problem is. Do you want to hear another recipe? I want to hear every single one of these recipes. I think this is like the telltale kind of person who's like, you know, goofus, gallant. It's like, don't be, I forget which one was the bad one. I forget. It's situation just being like, here, this is Johnny. This is how he cooks things. This is Jimmy. He eats paste. Don't be like Jimmy. Sure thing. I'll happily teach you the recipe for my lavish meat dish. First, prepare the meat you want to use. I recommend either bird meat or steak. Then you toss in some nice, fresh... Or! Sounds gross. Hey, that's not nice. Cooking delicious meat with shiny ore is the only way. How else would one create a truly lavish meat dish, silly? To be honest, what I always end up making is rock-hard food. I don't even get that rocky anyway. Even when I use ingredients I'm certain will be perfect. Yeah, the cooking is complicated. What's the ancient meat dish? Sure thing. I'll happily teach you the recipe for my ancient meat dish. First, prepare the meat you want to use. I recommend either bird meat or steak. And then cook it with something from a broken guardian. An ancient part! That sounds disgusting. Alright, I think I get the gist of what you're doing here. It's being like, don't do these things. She's a bad cook. Don't follow her. Do. God, I'm out. Oh, that's too bad. It's a pretty special recipe, too. My God. So, it's your stuff. What are you even doing here? What is this? Is this all the food you've tried to prepare out here? It's horrifying. And then there's all this stuff. God. Ish to so. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with all this trash. Bravery's Grasp. East to Soul Shrine. Bravery's Grasp. Okay. So we got ourselves a sliding panel out down there. What appears to be a button. Several of those. Okay, so now I'm here. Oh, I can pick this thing up. Oh my God! Oh, hello. Cool. Oh, sweet! Oh, I think I know what's happening here. I'm going to drop it here. Yeah, now it slides. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. What are you? Oh, Jesus, I'm getting so many ancient cores. At some point, I gotta go back to Robbie, and I need to see if I can get some ancient armor. Sup? Oh God, I'm only up to 2. Saw a thing the other day about like hallucinations and mirage and stuff like that. I guess those things happen whenever certain nutrients aren't being delivered to your brain and certain signals aren't kicking off. And so your brain tries to create something in your, like, you know, just something in your perception that makes sense. So that's where a lot of things, like, you know, whenever there's like desert mirages or things like that, it's your brain trying to feed you some information that bridges gaps in between logic. So that's like, there are some people that suffer from like serious hallucinogens and things of that nature. It's a deficiency with your brain. Like it's trying to bridge gaps that probably shouldn't be bridged. What the fuck? What? Are you alright? Dude. I'm done for. I just found the shrine too. My throat, it's so dry, I can't move a muscle. Is this really the end? I wish I could just have one last taste, one sip of an ice-cold, noble pursuit. Oh. Shit. Hylian Vi coming through. Gigantic hammer on her back. Hello there. Lasak, Hylian Vi. I can't tell how old you are, but this place is definitely not for young Vi. Because the drinks we make here are different from regular drinks. For one, they have a rare treat in them. Ice. I've heard about this thing called a Noble Pursuit. Oh, you want to try our signature drink, Noble Pursuit? Unfortunately, I need a huge amount of ice to make that drink, and I'm fresh out right now. Besides, it's a really strong drink. Even if I could make it, I wouldn't sell it to a little Vi like you. Actually, I am. What'd you say? Pokey's collapsed! Huh. I want to help her out, but I can't make you-know-what without ice. There's ice at the ice house, but my legs aren't in the best shape for hauling ice. Should I get it for you? I'm capable. Are you serious? You'll get it? Oh, that'd be a huge help. Pokey is my best customer, after all. Oh, I wish I could get the ice myself. Anyway, the ice house is north of town. And she manages it, but I think you should explain the situation. She'll let you have some ice. You should know that she heads to bed quite early. If you plan to go, you'll need to get there while it's bright out. Uh-oh. Oh, young lady. Carrying ice all the way through the desert and then all the way into town? I can't let that stand. If you bring the ice to the entrance to the ruins between town and the ice house, I can take it from there. All right. Ice house to the entrance. To the entrance to the ruins. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. And I guess I must stay in this uniform for a while, just so that I don't confuse the hell out of her. Just being like, who's this weird Hylian fellow? Hello! Oh. This is an ice house used for storing the ice brought down from the mountains. Seeing as we live in a desert, it's pretty important stuff. Hey! I see. Well, if Ferosa wants ice, then you should bring her some. You're permitted to take some ice. You've taken the heat into account, right? If you move too slowly, the ice will surely melt. Ferosa has no use for water. Okay, so just book it again, like I did before. Oh, good. Alright. Alright. It appears that Shade... Oh, God. Shade does help it from melting. Okay, took you out. Good for you. Alright. I'm gonna try and avoid that Lizal and just... Can't be futzing around here. Where'd the ice go? Where'd I set the ice? It didn't melt, did it? Oh, no way. Oh, don't tell me the ice melted. God, did the ice seriously melt in the time it took me to... Oh my god, alright, fine. Okay, alright. I've been cleared to get ice. Can't I just take some? Fucking seriously. This is the most bullshit... There we go. Till morning. Wake up! We just gotta keep waiting then? That seems to be the case. Hey there. You've got to be kidding me. This is difficult. I figured as much. Even the Gerudo make mistakes transporting ice sometimes. Just grab another block and try again. So I'm hoping that it's going to be at least shadier than last time. Because it seemed like all elements were kind of fighting directly against me that time. No, you whore! Stop! Put it down! Put it down! Oh, damn it. How much did it melt from that? See, now I understand the challenge in this area. I get why it was made. No! No! Get away from there. No! No! What is wrong with you, assholes? Hey, over here! This way! Bring the ice over here! I know! Take it, please. Oh, no doubt about it, that's definitely ice from the ice house. I'll be able to make a noble pursuit with this, maybe the best I've ever made. I've got one more favor to ask. Could you go and let Pokey know, just tell her the best drink ever is waiting for her? What? No, of course this will work. Knowing her, if she hears a delicious drink is waiting, she'll come running. Oh, I see. Nice. So I don't have to deliver it directly to her. We'll see what happens. Oh, God, that was so fucking stupid. Right, hello. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to rot here. Say, there's a very nice drink waiting for you in a tavern somewhere. Huh? Did you say best noble pursuit ever? Pfft, I am gone! Well, see ya. Ah, it's a blessing! Nice. Okay, well, hey, what's out here? Oh, diamonds. Very nice. Okay, so she was gold digger. Gotcha. Right. That's 3. Like I was mentioning before, I've been playing a little bit more. Like, I've been playing a bunch of The Witcher 3. I've been trying to get back into it. When it comes to video games, I've noticed something kind of interesting about me. And that is, especially when it comes to, like, story-driven games that have a shitload of intricacies and stuff to it, I tend to... It takes me a little bit to get my head around all the mechanics, but once I do, I actually really enjoy myself when I play those kinds of games. And Witcher is kind of... It's in a similar vein. I jumped into it, and I took a look at a bunch of the mechanics. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'll come back to that when I get a little bit more into it. So after a little... And I took a very long break from it. I basically did not touch it for the longest time, but after a while of being away from it, I jumped back into it. And I found that there's a lot of elements of The Witcher 3 that are very similar to this game. I mean, again, like I mentioned, it's just maybe not the cliff climbing and things of that nature, but there's plenty of fights, plenty of running around. I'd say one of the biggest differences between the two is that there's a lot more dialogue, and it's a lot more personalized in that. There's a crap ton of stuff that's personalized in The Witcher 3. Of course, I will say, there's a whole lot of things in The Witcher 3 that harken back to old games of The Witcher, and I didn't play any of those. So I'm kind of jumping in and just being like, oh, yeah, totally. No, I know exactly what you're talking about when you reference this one person in this one place long-ass time ago. Yeah. Just keep, like, moving your gob. I understand. Like, still looks like a girl. Hey, I am well aware of that. He's looked like a girl for a long-ass time. I'm trying to remember, they started moving in that direction... Actually, yeah, roughly around the time Skyward Sword happened. A lot of people were like, yeah, Link, could you hold off on the eyeliner, please? So I gotta say, the internet has not cut out at all as of late. Now, I noticed that the internet did cut out for a period of about 5 minutes a couple of nights ago. And it was sort of like abrupt, like out of absolutely nowhere. It didn't look like the outages we've been having before. I'm kind of wondering, like, have they finally done the fix? Have they changed the thing for the deal? A major test of strength. Oh, it's water. Gee, I wonder if this guy's going to be using any electricity or anything like that. And... Whew, that was oddly simple. I like. Now, I forget, the last time that I did a challenge like this, didn't I get the climber thing? You know, the climber shirt? I want climber boots. Oh. Rupees are fine. And we're ready to go. Oh, it's you again. That's a lot of hearts. Saving time. Is this it? Is 13 hearts how many I need to actually grab this thing? There's only one way to find out. Let's do it. Hold out. Live. Come on. Holy shit! I got it! Finally! Shit, okay, 13. It is a lucky number. Sort of. Dun, dun. Well, to say I'm happy, that's an understatement.
Your master will come for you.
Aye, what?
Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories.
But you knew the whole time!
When I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
Well, one more quick handy for the road, just because he's technically still alive. And then I'm going to go and shelter myself.
It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great
Strength and foolishness.
I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yeah, as long as those tones still exist. And live. And what if they aren't there? Maybe. Well, seal the golden sword away. The Master Sword was really fucked up. That battle tarnished the hell out of it. And there it lay for 100 years, until some douchebag that was in a coma run through here and grab it. It's looking pretty badass right now, though. Frickin' show off.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After
I figured.
you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch.
Thanks for holding it, buddy.
She
Now stab
continues
it.
to fight,
Just kill the tree.
trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun.
Are you horning in on my girl?
Feel its warmth upon me once again.
I will do what I can. Yep. Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Only a hero chosen by the sword's self may wield it.
The blade has a name. It is the Master Sword.
When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted, and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the divine beasts before facing him.
I'm well aware of that. So, hell to the yes. Finally, I finally feel in a real element, Legend of Zelda. Yeah, but I'm slapping the trees and all that stuff, and I'm not getting any rupees. It's still not the same. Remember when I first started and I had 4 hearts? Those were dark end times. Hello? Oh. Chosen one. Yes? The hero called Link. I get to the point. Get on with it! The time has come. You are now ready to test the limits of your courage. At the place where you reunited with the Master... Oh, I already know about this. Yeah. Go there and heed the great Deku Tree's words. Do so and a glorious trial will be bestowed upon you. I know. It's the Trial of the Sword. I know. And honestly, I think that would be a good thing to do next time. Just so we can power up our sword even further. But at this moment, I would like to kill some bitches. Hoi-ya! Nope. I almost managed to dodge him. Hey, nice. Flurry rush. Oh, gee, he is extra dead. The Master Sword is running low on energy. What? Come on, seriously? You are not going to make the Master Sword spontaneously combust or something. Maybe it won't be as effective for a little while longer. You know, it's like, I don't care. Master Sword ran out of energy. What are you talking about? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, alright, I understand. Alright. So when it's running low on energy, just pocket it. That's some bullshit. It's a sword. Well, maybe that power-up will, bring the Master Sword to its full grace. Okay, it's still this way. Cool. Is it up on top of the mountain? I guess it would be, like, right here. But what would activate it? Alright. Still says there's a shrine, like, here somewhere. Actually, yeah. I see. I see what you're going at here. Hold on a second. I'm here. Cool. I wonder if the bomb's actually going to stick up here. Probably not. Bomb arrows probably... Yeah, it would have been a better choice. Well. Here, let's see if I can be an idiot. Fuck it. It's not stupid if it works. That's actually pretty smart. Like, if you have the, if you have the indication that there is a shrine in the area, then it makes you think, it makes you look, and just be like, ooh, rock wall. It's one thing I really like about this game. It does a little bit of hand-holding, but it's just enough. You know? They like to think that you are at least smart enough that you could figure out a simple puzzle. Well, Magnura Shrine, I think that is going to be saved for last. For the next time that we're doing this stream. And then maybe we can start pouring some of the shrines that we run into actually, some stamina, because stamina's been a bitch for the entire time that I've been doing this game. So I'm thinking the next time we stream, I'm going to do this shrine, and then after that, we're going to try and do the Master Sword trial. We're going to see what that is, because I hear if you do the Master Sword trial, it powers up the Master Sword even further. What that could mean, I don't know. Crossing my fingers, it's something to do with its invulnerability That would be nice. Because, yeah, this limit on the Master Sword is... It's kind of piss. Just a little bit. You know? I would love to be able to just slice without having to worry about it running out of juice. It's like it's on a damn battery or something. We're going to call it for tonight. So, thanks, everybody who has popped in the stream to check it out. I appreciate it. If you want to take a look at this episode anytime after it's done, I'm going to be editing it down to all of the juicy bits, and I'm going to be uploading it to the VidMe channel shortly afterwards, after it's done being edited. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we're going to be playing a little bit more Phoenix Wright. Wednesday, we tend to do... I've been getting into Terraria a little bit more, and it's been fun doing it on the stream. You know, it's like, it's very relaxing, and it's fun to just shoot the shit. It's been, yeah. And then, again, Breath of the Wild. I've been doing that, too. So, when that'll be, I don't know. I tend to do Breath of the Wild after I'm done editing the last episode. So we'll see how long it takes me. Alright. Can I at least hold onto the Master Sword? No. Okay, can't do a glamour shot. Oh, well. This'll have to do. Alright. Anyway, thanks for coming out. See you next time.